Good evening, everyone. My name is Ahmed El-Koutbia. Sorry, I don't speak Spanish, but I'll talk in English. First, I'd like to introduce myself. I live in Dubai. Before coming to Dubai, I lived in the US for more than 10 years, and I was working for the Chicago Board of Options Exchange. So I was one of the developers that helped the exchange build a system for trading futures and options. So Chicago Board of Options Exchange is one of the largest exchanges in the world, and I was fortunate to have the experience to be part of a large team. I think the project was like $100 million in budget, and I was part of a large team that built a system for the exchange. And I'm sorry, before I forget, I would like also to thank David, and I want to thank Orion and all the organizers for putting this amazing event, and I want to thank you all for coming also. So today I want to just spend a little bit of time to share with you some ideas about how to develop automated trading systems. So sometimes people will say, why would I want to use an automated system? Or sometimes we call them trading bots. Why can't I just trade manually? Well, the motivation for building an automated trading system is, as you know, we as humans, we have limited amount of time. I live in Dubai, which is a crypto hub. Lots of people are interested in Forex and crypto trading in Dubai. Like these markets, they operate 24 hours. And an automated trading system will help us to find out or take advantage of opportunities that can happen when we are not available. For instance, when we are sleeping. The other thing that's also important about an automated trading system is the fact that you can remove the human errors. As probably many of you who are in trading, our emotions can get in the way of doing successful trades. So with the trading bot, we can specify the trading strategy, and it will carry out for us 24 hours. So that's another consideration. The other one that I would like to share with you, why we want to use automated trading systems, is right now we are getting more and more data, and if I may even call it big data, and it's impossible for a human to be able to go through all that kind of data. For instance, I'll give you an example. In Binance, I was actually testing a trading strategy on 220 future pairs, and I was able to test it within a few minutes. So for me as a human, it would be impossible to do that in that short period of time. And then the other big advantage of using automated trading systems is that if we have lots of data, then we can use artificial intelligence to be able to build models that can either help us make price prediction, or they can help us enhance a trading strategy. We might have a strategy that uses technical analysis to send us some signals, but we can enhance that strategy using artificial intelligence. There are a couple of areas where AI can be very useful. So the first one is obviously in price prediction. So I want to just predict what would be the price in the next period. And based on that, I can make a decision right now. The other aspect could be in predicting the trend. Is the trend going to be bullish or bearish? And then finally, the last part, which many of us sometimes I forget myself, is the idea that if we go through trading, that's the experience. So every trade that we do, it has only two outcomes. One outcome is either it's a successful trade or it's a trade where we lost. So what we want to do is to be able to have an AI system that can learn from those experiences and then can help us to optimize our trading. For instance, if we have been taking short positions and they have been losing positions, then maybe it's the AI system, and in this case we use the technical term we use is called reinforcement learning, that will help us and will give us some feedback in terms of how we can improve our trading strategy. So these are some of the things that I wanted to share. And also for some of you, you may or may not know that over 50% of the trading today is automated. I know that because I worked in a large exchange. And also I have friends in hedge funds, and basically the main idea is how to use this huge amount of data which can be price data, as you know, but it can also be unstructured data that can give us an idea about what's the sentiment in the market. So these are like some of the trends that we see in doing all of this. So right now, what I want to do is I want to just walk you through like a brief overview of what does it take to build an automated trading system. So one of the programs that we deliver is basically called algorithmic trading and financial data analysis, which basically teach the participants how to build an automated trading system, starting from collecting data from the exchange. It can be crypto exchange, it can be any other exchange, and doing some kind of data analysis to have some insights about the patterns in the data sets. And then the second part, once we have the data, then we can formulate a trading strategy. And probably, as many of you know, a trading strategy really has three components. The first component is the entry. When should we enter the market? The other component should be when should we exit the market? And then also we have to be realistic. It's possible that I have a strategy, I enter the market, and things don't go as well as I was hoping, so we have to have risk management. So these are three components that we need to put together in a trading strategy. Now the question is, some people say, well, I have a trading strategy, should I just go ahead and use it right now? Well, yes, you could, but we can do things a little bit better. We can take historical data and we can take that strategy and we can backtest it against historical data. Obviously, as some of you will say, things that happened in the past may not happen in the future, but at least it will give you an indication of how your strategy does on historical data. Something also to keep in mind that with the new tools or backtesting tools that we have, for instance, there are a couple of frameworks I can share with some of you who are interested in the technical aspects that you can use to fine-tune trading strategies. For instance, if you are using, just giving simple examples, if you are using moving averages or the RSI or any of the technical indicators, how do you know what's the right value to put in? And even if I know what the right value to put in right now, it could change tomorrow because market conditions change. So that's why backtesting is really an important component of building an automated trading system. Now, after we do this, then the next step is to be able to design a trading bot and to deploy it on the cloud. Now, some people say, why can't I just deploy it at home? I have a very nice internet connection at home. I can deploy the bot at home. Well, the issue is that, again, sometimes if you have interruptions in internet connection, that can cause your bot to stop, and it could, could cause issues. So that's why it's always recommended that you build your trading bot and deploy it on the cloud. Now, some people could say, well, look, Ahmed, you are talking about how I can build an automated trading system, but why can't I just use an existing system that's out there? Like some exchanges definitely offer trading bots that you can use. Well, the problem with that is that with those trading bots, first of all, thousands of people are using them. And secondly, like if you have like really a very successful strategy, you may not want to share it with everyone. So that's why it's important to have your own system. And right now, with what we are seeing with the new tools in AI, I think it's much, much easier today to put together an automated trading system. So that's pretty much what I really wanted to talk about. And just a couple of big trends that I see, like in terms of trading, and especially for some of us or some of you who do manual trading, you have these automated systems that can take advantage of big data. And then obviously, to be able to take advantage of big data, you need to have the infrastructure to be able to accommodate that. And then we have all these systems that can take advantage of AI algorithms that can help us to optimize our trading decisions. So that's pretty much really all the steps that are involved in building an automated trading system, which starts with data collection, strategy definition, strategy backtesting, and the strategy deployment in a live trading environment. Personally, I have been working on a trading system for crypto. As I mentioned, I live in Dubai. for the last 2 years, and they have been able to go through all these steps. And I can tell you that it's much better than a human when a human is trading. And also one of the things that I would like to talk about, these are just design observations. So when we build an automated trading bot, a couple of things that can make really a big difference in terms of the profitability of the trading bot. So initially I was using market orders, but the problem with market orders for crypto, they are 2.5 times more expensive than limit orders. So that's one thing to consider. But with limit orders, once I submit it, I need to know at one point when that order got executed. So that's another technical consideration to look into. So that's one particular aspect in the design. The other aspect that I wanted to point out, if you build an automated trading system, what you are essentially building is an infrastructure. So some people say, well, does it work? There are, in my mind, two separate things. One is the system, and then the other one is the strategy. So I should be able to build a system that's completely independent from the strategy, and they can just plug and play different strategies depending on the market conditions. And so that's another consideration that we should keep in mind. And you can change the strategy either using a user interface or using some kind of configuration file. So I hope that this would be maybe an inspiration, or maybe some trigger some ideas in your mind on how you can actually take whatever strategy you are using and how you can automate it, because it can save you a lot of time, and then it can optimize the results you are getting. Thank you so much, and have a good evening. Thank you.
Didn't feel nice. You see us all on. Been watching all night. We